Hey everyone, hope you're well. Welcome back to the Sood YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to tell you how to build a strong network in 2024. Depending on where you are at your business journey, there's a few things you can do. One thing that has been really instrumental for me expanding my network and meeting really cool people is learning. I've been on a lot of courses and that has been so impactful. So the NatWest Accelerator, Growth Catalyst program at Liverpool University, Chill Innovation Sprint, Help to Grow, all the Gather programs. And these programs might not mean a lot to you, but in the Liverpool City region, in the Northwest, there's loads of programs where you can actually connect with business owners. One of my issues with networking in general is that when you go to events, you typically will run into salespeople and business development managers. You won't typically run into key decision makers or business owners and people who are on the same wavelength as you. That's why when you go on a course, typically it is the senior level people who can make those decisions, who have cool businesses that you will meet, opposed to just an employee. And that's one thing that I found so impactful. Listen, I think that is so important to building a good network, is to listen to people. So yes, you signed up to all these courses. Yes, you might be going to networking events, but are you listening to what people are saying? Ask them really thoughtful questions. What are their challenges? What are their opportunities? What are they looking to do? What are their ambitions? Learn a little bit about them and then follow up. If you can add value in a sense of an introduction, in an idea, in anything, just try and build those relationships in a more authentic way rather than just saying, "This is what I do. How can you help me?" And again, that's what you kind of hear at a lot of networking events and why I'm not too keen on them at the moment. And I think the next thing I want to sort of raise is how can you facilitate more meaningful conversations? So one thing that I've done recently is a few introductions for people. And the reason I connected them because I thought it would be a really good synergy in terms of this person and this person both have independent businesses, both can complement each other with the services they offer, and both of them can win together. And what I've done is facilitated that meeting. I've done an introduction, we've had a lunch together, and we just got to know each other. It wasn't too much about business and talking about how they're going to execute on these things that they could potentially do. It was more just getting the vibes out. Sorry, that was a bit cringy, but getting the gut feelings out of the way. So making sure you can genuinely trust these people, you want to work with them, but the only way you can do that is to learn about them, learn what they're like as a person, as a human. I feel like once you've made those genuine relationships, you can then look to build a working relationship with someone. So I think it's really hard. Like, I just have this innate ability that if I know someone does something and I know someone needs something, I will just connect those two people without getting involved. And I feel like to build a great network, you have to get really good at doing that. Too often, people know that I do websites and we do socials at Sood and we do all this sort of stuff, right? But we'll always get overlooked and we get forgotten about, even though a lot of people know me. But the ones that pass work to me without any hesitation are the ones that truly know me, the ones that I have the relationships with, and the ones that think, okay, I'll introduce him to Parlin because he can sort that. And that's what I like to do for people. And it's actually a skill because we may think we have great networks, but how many people actually touch base with you that often? How many people actually check in on how you are, how life is, ask you questions not related to work? One thing that I've done, and again, don't mind sharing this, I've created a system where anyone who's important in terms of my network, who I want to keep in touch with, who I want to know about, who I want to have a relationship, who I want to learn about, I will make it a point to try and contact them every 2 weeks, not about work. So ask them how they are, what they're up to, have they got any challenges, what's new. We typically will talk about business a lot of the time, but those regular touch points with people help you to build stronger relationships. And the reality is you can't know everything about everyone and you're only one person. You're not going to remember, 100 people's kids and things like that. So take notes. It's not cheating. You can just write some notes down and it'll prompt your memory. It'll help you jog your memory. And I would like to be better at that. I'm not perfect. My system's really good for it, but I don't utilize it well enough, and it's something I'm trying to get better at in 2024. But if you can, have you had a conversation with someone and they were in hospital and they had to have something done, check in on them every now and then. Just make a reminder. Like when we are human, we will forget these things, but use technology. AI can help you. Project management tools like ClickUp can help you. Google calendar can help you by just putting little slots in to give yourself a nudge, and that will build better habits for yourself. And yeah, I think if you can do all of these things, the first part will help you skip a load of hassle of trying to meet cool people, because on these type of courses you will find good people. And if you can follow up and build those authentic relationships, you will build a killer network in 2024. Hopefully that video has been useful. I'm trying to get better at these, so any feedback you have would be definitely appreciated. And if you enjoyed it, make sure you like, you can comment, you can give it a little share too. Thank you very much, guys. Take care.